I gotta wiggle my connection a little bit because the new phone port, and I don't know. I got like 13% battery life because I kill my phone constantly because I'm like, I need someone to talk to constantly. I got so wired over the weekend. I had to because I got way too wound up. Um, uh, yeah. So this is my wiener hat. I don't see myself ever wearing it there because they don't sell wieners. I'm the only wiener there. No, I'm not the only wiener there. If I was partying inside, yes, I would definitely wear this, but I don't know that. Well, I guess I could. I I don't know about that, but the atmosphere actually wound me up so tight that I'm not usually a runner. I'm usually the kind of guy that'll go for a 7 or 10 mile hike 4 or 5 times a week. I'll go kayaking and do like depending on if I can get someone to go with me or not. If I go kayaking, I can do anywhere from 4 miles to 50 miles in a day. And I actually have some plans to do like the entirety of the Great Egg Harbor River, which is the largest river in New Jersey. But New Jersey's not really that big. But that'll take me all the way out to Ocean City. I Well, that'll probably take me Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and well, it is what it is. But yeah, so I'll kayak a bunch of, but I'm not a runner. But I was so hyper, even though I only slept 5 hours over the course of 4 days, because I was getting so hyper over that time, and waking up early. My body is actually in a groove of waking up at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and it's what happens when you live in a vehicle because like it gets too hot in here by like 9. You start feeling like your brain is sizzling, and it requires you to get up and move. But because I wasn't able to sleep until like 5 or 6, waking up at 7 wasn't really doing me a whole lot of good. But for whatever reason, I wasn't tired. I was actually like becoming more and more and more manic, which was making me not necessarily scatterbrained because I know how to control it, but it was making me more wired. And there's only a couple ways to really bring that down, but I didn't think staying around that the those happy people, all you happy people, all of you, was going to help me come down. Hey, I got a watcher. Hey, what's up? I don't know who you are, but it is what it is. I had to leave because I had to get away from that. I had to come down a little bit because I do need to sleep. And at the point where I'm at now, as far as being manic, I cannot eat or sleep, and I can't go without eating. I don't currently have enough body weight to go without eating. Uh, if you saw me when I'm at my ideal weight, you probably wouldn't think I was, you probably wouldn't think I had enough body weight anyway, because naturally I'm like 150, 160 pounds. So right now I'm like 125, 130, and that's because my diet for the past year has been like a type 2 diabetic diet with like next to no carbs. And my athletic and energy and all that stuff, all of everything kind of faded with my diet. And I went into a kind of depressive state because of things that were going on. And those things have all changed. That weight has been lifted. And the lifting and re-rising into enjoying who I am on my own, which is what happened over the weekend. I needed this weekend. I cannot thank you all enough. I really can't. I needed this. And I'm looking forward to every week for the summer. But it brought me to a different level, and I couldn't sleep, and I didn't think that was gonna happen. Now, I didn't actually have any drinks, and I probably should have went over to Seal and done that, maybe like shenanigans or Shamrock or whatever it is, and see how that sounded like a really good time. It's just I had an opportunity to go home, and I drove right past home, and I drove right past a friend's house, and I drove pretty damn far. I do think I've been getting a lot of ideas, and one, I need to get some T-shirts that just says YouTube Matt Manduke, and then says live on the back. So like people kind of know what's going on. And I noticed the people down there were okay with being on film, but I didn't get so many people. I get it. You guys want to be on film, and I want to put you on film. I I'm not saying I want to get famous off of you, but you know, it is what it is. The more that you're involved, the more that I'm involved, and it just plays back and forth. I want to do that. I'm trying to build a community. I'm trying to have it be what it is. I really think I have a personality where I could be famous. I not just for my comedic approaches, but the way that I'm able to interact with people. I really think my footage is good. I think my live streams are good. I think my interaction's good for the most part. But on a sunny day, guys, I'm sorry because I can't read my screen on a sunny day. Sometimes with my shades on, I can. I got like the yellow shades, so you're better at it. But it's still, if it's really sunny, I can't. And I can't go without the sunshades if it's really sunny outside. So I got LASIK surgery in 2014, and my eyes just scream at me if it's bright outside. I mean, I'm under the impression that my eyes were probably screaming at me before I got LASIK, and I just never listened to them. But now I'm forced to listen to them. Another thing is it made my eyes lighter, which I think is a little bit attractive. I probably shouldn't show that side. I got that big pimple there. I've been trying to get rid of that all weekend. It won't go away. It is what it is. But if you're new here, you know, hit that subscribe button. If you're new on my channel, there is all sorts of stuff on my channel. My entire personality is on my channel as far as like the last 3 years. And there's all kinds of stuff. A lot of it's not stuff that I, you know, am proud of or whatnot, but it's everything that I am, except for a mushy series. I think there's one episode, maybe 2 episodes of that up where, you know, the romantic thing. I actually, I think I keep putting it off, and I don't want to put it off. I drew this card last week. It took me about 18 hours. And as it is a card, it doesn't have anything in it. I don't know what I'm going to put in it, but if anybody really likes this, I would give it away. If I mean, the lighting in here is a little weird because the LED is making it glossy, but I would, you know, put something about you inside of it, and I would give it to you. I could mail it to you, or I could give it to you in person if, you know, you see me around. If you know you're willing to meet me somewhere, I would do that. I would definitely give that away. That's a personal piece of my art, and I put a lot of focus into that. I have a lot of things that I think are coming up, but I don't know. This weekend, where it twisted me all up, all I was capable of doing was live streams. I'm doing live streams as my vlog series because it's so much easier, and the editing process is so much easier because I'm not editing it. But some of the things that I'm doing as live streams, I will then re-edit and create a edited video. Then I then put memes and stuff in, try to make it entertaining. And those are for, well, try to draw more people in. I am really trying to get my channel to be something, and that's kind of why I have 3 videos today. One of which was, you know, the uh, not going home, which well, I didn't go home. I just I didn't stay there either. I got an overwhelming feel of I don't fit in here. I started seeing the Ferraris and whatnot, and I kind of understood, but I haven't had a shower, and it wasn't. I don't think I smell bad, but I I just I, I have to ease into that because my ego was getting so big from where I was getting so much, and I don't I don't know. I think the entire Tesla company was built just on ego. And I do think that my YouTube channel could be built on ego, but I don't really want to be that egotistical uh, uh, that I'm going to advertise with a giant wiener on my head and, you know, make it bounce. But suppose maybe I am because I'm a little bit ridiculous. Just a little bit. It goes sideways too. It's like broken on my head, like the wiener's broken. It used to have more stuff in it, but the thing at the end of it, and I think I got like a zip tie on it now. The thing at the end of it came off, and some of the stuffing in the wiener came out, so it's not as stiff as it used to be. It's kind of floppy. Nobody likes a floppy wiener. But I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It just seems like it's bent around my head, making me a wiener head. Actually, yeah, I think this will work very well. I maybe next Saturday. I don't know how flamboyant I'm necessarily willing to be, but I'll end up forgetting that I have this wiener in my head. I can't do that now because I'm looking at myself in the camera. But when I wear a hat like this, I completely forget it's on my head. After a couple um it doesn't take very long actually. Once it's balanced on there, as long as this one does move because it's kind of heavy and it's long and it's weird and it's strangely balanced, but I'll forget it's on there, and then like I'll be walking around town and people will be staring at me and I'm like, why are they staring at me? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm wearing a giant wiener on my head. Or a parrot, or I used to have this dragon one that was really cool. I like wearing funny hats. I like the way it makes people feel. I like yeah, I like that. I like being funny. I like being entertaining. I like the attention. I am an attention whore. I cannot deny that. I really I can't help myself. It's I love it. But I think everybody else kind of gets that too. They really draw around it, and that's part of the reason why I haven't fixed my front end yet, and I write stuff on it, even though some of it's probably inappropriate, and I ought to cover it up, uh, because, I don't know, I kinda just wanted, like I did it already, so I'm like, whatever, it's there." And the rest of the area doesn't care, but I don't wanna be inappropriate to a family scene, because I'm trying to actually be appropriate for a family scene. I was sitting here talking to myself, and that's why I figured I'd do this live stream because I was talking to myself anyway. So I figured I would sit here and talk to you, even though you're not talking. There's two of you watching now, which is actually fairly awesome. I'm uh, I'm really thirsty, and there's a Wawa up the road, but I didn't want to go in there. I pretty much need to replace everything that I'm doing my YouTube with. My phone needs to be replaced because the charger port doesn't work, but that's not the only reason I don't want it anymore. It's also because it's a phablet and it doesn't, it fits in the car holder, but it doesn't fit in the tripod holders, which makes it very difficult for me to do other stuff. Because if it fit in a tripod holder, I could put it on my bendy tripod and I can mount it like up on top of the dash. If it, I could actually put it and any of the GoPro mounts that I have all over the place. I could do, I could do pretty much anything that I do with my action camera. I do a lot of actual uh, edited videos just because I can't do them with my phone, but I can do them with the action camera. The action camera is actually not a bad device. It films fairly high quality stuff. I also want to say that the couple times that I flew my drone, actually, I haven't transferred the drone that I because I flew on the beach, and that was awesome. It looked amazing. I didn't actually realize that there were that many houses packed that close together until I was up about 400 feet in the air. But the footage I got of the ocean, I got so high in the air, you couldn't tell there was anybody on the beach. It was really cool. And the footage I got of the ocean looked amazing. But what I was experimenting with, the hardest thing with it is I see my phone screen in the light. And I know there was some technology like the Kindle Fire books a couple years ago. They had some kind of technology where you could read them in bright daylight. Well, that'd be great for flying my drone in great daylight. If anybody wants me to like film them while they're surfing or any of that kind of stuff, uh, I can do that. And I have no problems with doing that. I'm actually fairly good at flying the drone. It's like playing a video games for the most part because you get like the screen of whatever the camera does. It's not the highest quality one, but like for what it is, it costs more than a paycheck that I get. So I use my tax return for it. But I didn't want to. I couldn't get a $2,000 one if I wanted to, but I wouldn't want to do that as my first drone because if I broke a $2,000 one, it would be devastating to me. Not like I didn't break a $4,000 band, and I've broken a lot of different ways. Now it's actually starting to need some mechanical repairs, so I'm going to have to do that first. I want to fix my front end. I don't want it to look like that. I really don't. It just I've been poor. I'm really poor and I don't really want to talk about that. I want to act like I have money, but it's fairly obvious that I don't want. I think. I do fairly well for living in a vehicle, and the couple things that I need to do before I can really even fix the front end is I still have things that I have to modify in here, and I'm not sure what I'm doing as far as, like, at the end of the summer. At the end of the summer, I'm thinking about trying to go for my Class A CDL because I want to travel, and I think that's the best way for me to be able to make money and travel at the same time. It's just I think it's gonna be really lonely, and I wanna be where the people are. 'Cause I've been alone a lot in my life, and I spend a lot of time alone, and that's how I get so good at talking to the camera, but I get kinda shy when I'm around people when I'm talking to the camera because I'm trying not to talk to myself in front of other people, but I'm not really talking to myself, and it's something I have to get over. I get it, I have to get over it, and I was doing a lot better with it. I also need to get a lot better with changing the camera and where it's at, and that's something why I also need a smaller phone so I can change, I can move the camera. And I want to get a gimbal because I've realized when I'm walking, it's like, and that's very disorienting and not very enjoyable. And I want to give the highest quality that I possibly can. I'd love to be able to do 4K, but realistically, I'm not going to be able to do 4K live stream because the bandwidth isn't ever going to be enough. I mean, I don't think 4G LTE is capable of it on any network, and I'm on the cheapest network that I can afford to get an unlimited plan because, well, I live really cheap. I wouldn't mind getting a nicer network because it would offer a better thing, but I'm not, I make more money in the summer. I make more money on one Saturday night than I do in 2 weeks at my other job, and it sucks because I have to go home to go to my other job, but I don't have to. I don't have to go home that next day. I would love to stay and hang out with the people, but I don't think those people do the same things, or maybe you just don't because it's Memorial Day and not the end of June when you can be on full season. And but I'm actually looking forward to hanging out with the people because I love the people. But I think a lot of people over the weekend were from other places, and I was happy to keep them there all night. And the redheaded girl that was waiting for a ride, I forget your name. I'm horrible with names. I can check your ID and forget your name because I don't even look at names on the ID. Um, but you, I hope to see you in Seattle. But the whole problem is if you go to Seattle on Friday and Saturday nights, I'm never gonna be there because I'm gonna be at work. But I would love to see you come back, and I'd love to talk to you more because you seemed really cool, and you're fairly local, and, well, I mean, there's a clear, even fact, and I know it's weird for a lot of people, but I live in a van, so I'm local to whatever area I am because my house is wherever I go. Even though it's not a house, it's a van. Technically, you could call it homeless, but I'm not homeless. This is my home. So wherever I park it at, that's home. I'm really rarely ever more than a few blocks from home. I was talking earlier about getting a boosted board, and I think that's a good idea because that's an alternate source of transportation that can do like long distance. It boosted board's a electric powered skateboard that can do like 10 miles at 22 mile an hour. I think that's good enough. Um, I have never skateboarded in my life, but I'm willing to try it. If I spend the money on it, I definitely will. But that's a lot of money, and I want to get a different kayak because I want to be able to do ocean, and I want to be able to. I want to have two kayaks in case I meet somebody. Kayaking is a wonderful activity. It's a great workout for your upper body, which is something that I don't see too many people working on, going on the runs and whatnot. The upper body is you can do it this way, or you can like go under, and you can do it this way, and it's just it's so much. It's very enjoyable. And that part of why I was so hyper was because I was in the sun, and the sun powers me. I am a little bit burnt now. You can't really see under the white LED light, but my nose is red, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and my cheeks are a little red. But really, what's red is like my shoulders. And I swear I put SPF 50 on, and I still just burnt. That's not usually how I am, but hopefully I'll have a nice tan. I'll probably have like tan lines around my eyes. It is what it is, but I think tan lines are sexy anyway. So hopefully everybody thinks that tan lines around my eyes are sexy. It doesn't matter. I don't care if I look like an idiot. There was one dude that looked like an idiot because he had like full screen sunglasses, and when he took them off, he was just like burnt. except for the sunglasses. But at least he had sunglasses on because his eyes really didn't need that kind of damage. He was kind of cool, and I wanted to introduce him to our bigger people because he was talking about how everybody was a bunch of sissies, and they're not. But that's not what I'm paid to do. I'm more of an entertainer, and I like being an entertainer, and I don't mind my wage, but I I do take tips. Um, I made $21 in tips over the weekend, which that's not excessive, but that is actually great for where I was. I never got tips that large on that island ever. I was lucky if I got $3, and that includes Stone Harbor, and I like Stone Harbor better. Now, Stone Harbor, I had one guy that gave me $8 every day, and he ordered every day, which was insane. But I like that guy. He gave me $8 every day. But yeah, I used to wear these hats a lot when I was delivering pizzas, and that was something that really, I loved that job because I got so wired. The harder I worked, the more money I made, the more energy I put into it, the more money I made, and the happier people were with me. Not just that they would give me more money, but they were also nice and friendly. And I did that in Courthouse and Avalon, Stone Harbor, and in the wintertime, hell, I went to Sea Isle in the summertime, after hours and stuff, or because I'd do that like a drop off in Sea Isle on my way home, or I'd go down to the villas and Cape May Point, and I'd go out to Wildwood when they closed in the wintertime. I was all over Cape May, and I loved it. I just had to stop because I was risking my life. Uh, Over the course of delivering for 4 years, I got in 3 accidents, two of which I still feel. Both of those were in Millville, but it is what it is. And I got mugged twice in Millville. Now, I've actually been mugged 3 times in Millville. Now, I need to stop working in Millville. It's not safe. I mean, I get it. I'm not really a fighter, and maybe they see that, but it's not like they ever did the right thing. I mean, the first time they robbed me, they got like the pizza money, right? They got $27. I had $100 bill in my wallet, and they didn't fucking touch it. Sorry, my language. I don't mean to do that, but it was what it was. 5 of them couldn't figure out how to go into my wallet, and my car was running, but it was a 5-speed, and they didn't know how to drive that. And then the other time, the guy just took the pizza, and I think he got like $10 out of me, but left like $30 in those dollar coins on the ground because change is not valuable. Which is what it is. But in either case, I got a concussion from the first one. I might have got a concussion from the second one. I got 2 concussions in one accident, and I got a little bit of a stutter from all those concussions. But on top of that, the other accidents and being in a long, I lost a lot of flexibility and I lost a lot of stuff. And I'm starting to get back into being active and all that stuff because I can't let those things hold me down. It did really cause a lasting depression in my body and the way that I did things. And I'm not bad at this stuff, but my hip really got twisted up. I guess it was the weather. It had something to do with my feet getting wet. But and I wish I was out drinking right now. I wish I had some friends to drink with because I need that sometimes. I need something to bring me down, and just sitting by myself, all I can do is get myself more and more and more wound up. I was falling asleep for a second, but then I decided to do this, and now I'm like wide awake again. Now I'm not wide awake, but I can't be up all night again. Well, I could be. I don't have to work for a couple days, but I shouldn't be. I I want to be around people. It's weird because I wanted to be alone for so long, and now I just want to be around people, and I want to feel other happy people. Not well, I don't I don't want to touch. Well, not yet. Then I got this other idea, right? While I was thinking today, and let me see if I can find it because I cleaned the back of the vehicle, but I didn't clean the front. I got these 3 rings, right? And I was gonna sell them. Oh, please tell me. Oh, okay, that one's not. Oh, came out of the bag, and they could be anywhere. But I got this ring. This ring was something I was gonna give to my ex for her birthday. It is a, it was really hard to see, I'll tell you that much. It's a turquoise and sterling silver ring. And I think I want to give it away as a YouTube thing, but I can't do it yet because well, it's not the cheapest thing. I want to say it has an $80 value, but the thing is, I want to give it to somebody who's going to wear it and enjoy it. I want them to win it. So what I'm going to ask, like I said, I don't want to give it away yet. But my goal for the year is to get to 1,000 subscribers, because then I can go back to trying to make money again. Not saying that I do this for the money, because I really do it because I love you guys. I really do. But I need to make money, and I think I'm good at this. If I'm not good at this, let me know. Maybe I'm wrong or something. I don't know. If I'm actually bad at this and entertaining and all that, if I'm wrong, let me know, because I don't know. But yeah, so if I get to 500 subscribers, and you were one of those subscribers. Right now I'm at 260. I picked up like 3 over the weekend, which is cool. I would like to pick up like 10 every weekend. I'd like to pick up a lot more, because my goal is by Christmas to get to 1,000 subscribers. Well, what I'm saying is, if I get to 500 and you're one of my subscribers, you will have to have watched enough of my videos. And what you're going to have to do is comment on my videos and interact and do the whole live stream thing, where you're interacting with me. But if you've interacted in a lot of my videos, you are subscribed, and you like my videos, I'm going to pick somebody who actually interacts to give this ring to. And it's a size 8, which might be a little big. The other 2 rings are size 7, but I don't know where they are because they fell out of the bag, and I didn't clean the front seat. So what I'm saying is, I'm going to give this ring away. And what I was also saying was, I want to give this card away. And I would actually sell this card if I wasn't going to give it away. I would probably sell it for $50. It took me 18 hours to do this. And if I could get the lighting right, I think it looks really good, right? I also have some other things that I did art-wise. This one's getting beat up, and I want to put it in the frame before it gets destroyed. But I did this one last summer, right before I started working at the White Brow. I was working at the mini golf, the one that's like behind. And this is Potomac Gorge at sunset. It's a little bit cartoony, but I think it came out really well. I would give this away. If anybody really wants it, I'm going to put this one to be a benchmark of 300 subscribers, and you're somebody that readily interacts, and you will hang this on your wall. That is, if I'll frame it. I'm going to cut off the stuff, and I'll get it, I'll get a frame on it. But if you would hang this on your wall, I will give it to you. I have a couple other pieces of art that I did that are with me. Actually, I need to find my mermaid so I can give it to John. But I did this one while I was staying with my grandma. My mom gave me this flower. She said, you should draw that and do something with it. So I made it into a necklace on an imaginary female with a nightgown kind of thing that I just kind of imagined. But I was trying to make the feature of this flower, and I like this. If anybody would put this on their wall, I will give this away at 350 subscribers. And it's going to be the same thing. If you interact, if you like the videos, if you're a part. I think I have one more up here. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I do. I don't know which one it is, though. Oh, this one is actually off of Bridge 6 in Millville. In springtime, when it's coming in, you can see the osprey nest holders and whatnot. I want to say it's fairly well done, but it's not as good as the other ones because I didn't have the same high quality products that I do now, as far as the colored pencils and stuff that I use. But it's actually really good if you go there at that time of the year where the trees are like kind of pink, which was a couple weeks ago, right? That's what it looks like. I would actually give that away now. If anybody like wants it, I will put it in a frame for you and I'll give it to you. Honestly, you're gonna have to wait till I get paid for me to put it in a frame because that's just what it is. But I would give it away now. I have a couple other pieces that I want to give away because I don't want them to get damaged in the vehicle. I like doing the art, but I'm so afraid that they'll get damaged that I don't want to give them away. I would rather give my art away and you guys enjoy it and it make you happy, it do something for you. Now I am going to be doing that more, but I did not have the focus to be able to do it today. And today would have been a great day for it because the weather was bad. I mean, I was riding around with my heater blowing and shorts on. It was just bad weather. Bad, 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 bad weather. Sometimes you gotta hit a bitch. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't say that. But I did. Sometimes, when has it ever got the desired result to not do it? Well, clearly never. Um, Sometimes you just gotta put them in their place. So yeah, I'm gonna be giving a few things away. Like I said, at really right now. If anybody wants this, somebody that rewatches or whatnot, if anybody wants it, just comment, subscribe, and let me know that you actually want it, and then we'll find a way to contact each other. I have like social media links and stuff in my description. I have a few other things. There's a product where you can get like caffeine that you can mix into water and it's flavorless. It wasn't bad. They gave me a sample to do it, and I did a couple videos. I was putting them into my Manduke smoothies, which I want to get back into doing that, but I need a new cooler system because the cooler system I was using isn't working. Uh, it's not going to work in the summertime either. And again, it's just I need replacements for everything, and part of that's because my job situation in the wintertime was junk. I can either work temporary jobs that won't hold on to me, or I can get a job that'll give me 1 and 2 days a week and pay me minimum wage. I know that I'm worth more than that. I know that I'm worth a lot more than that. And that's part of the reason why I delivered pizzas as long as I did, because I averaged like $30 an hour, and that was really good money for me. And I like to drive, and it was fun, and it was a lot of fun. I used to have a giant pizza hat that I wore. That thing made like $150 a night extra. It was great. I'm really thirsty, and I don't think I have anything to drink. I might not too. Now, because I haven't slept so much, the stuff that I just said, I forget. So I'm gonna have to go back when I have slept and watch this video so I know what I said because I already forgot. Like I said. But yeah, I actually have stuff that's nice stuff to give away. The other rings, if I can find them, which I'm gonna have to clean the front seat to find them. I knew that. That's not that news. Hey, there's a remote. I've been looking for that. I had it earlier, and then I guess I didn't put it back where it went. What is that? What is that? Oh, that's those Allen keys I found while I was walking around. Saturday night, I walked around town just to see. I found somebody's credit card and gave it back into the Wawa, but I found these Allen keys. I needed them. They're like $25 for a set, and I don't know what I did with my set, but I needed these. So thanks for leaving them on the ground. I'm sorry for your loss, but I don't think you really care. You make a lot more money than I do, and I need these things. So thank you. I don't know what I need them for. They're not like an all the time thing, and that's probably why I lost them. They're probably somewhere in here. But it's not like they were sitting next to a work truck or nothing. They were like sitting next to a Lexus SUV, and I didn't think they came out of there. So I'm not. It wasn't like I was like, well, I'll leave it there. No, it's not something you're gonna miss. Yeah. So the footage that I got on the beach. I'm all scatterbrained. Sorry, it's because I haven't slept much and I've been so hyper and I'm starting to come down. It's good to come down. It'd be really good to sleep. Even though I love how I'm really thirsty. But I don't love how I'm really thirsty. I love how charismatic I get when I haven't slept, and that's part of the reason why I did it. Because I can get higher levels of focus and higher levels of focus. And I would probably compare it to people who do like cocaine and stuff as far as like energy is concerned. I don't get how I managed to run 2 miles today. Yesterday, I walked probably 3 miles. Now, I didn't run 2 miles today all at once, but I did it multiple times. And yeah, yesterday I probably went 2, maybe 3 miles. I don't know. There wasn't extra with it because I kind of lagged for a while and I just like vegetate because I don't sleep. So it's like extra time. But I can't go back to sleep. My mind gets more wired and more wired and more wired. And once I get to a thing, I know there's a couple things that can bring me down. One, excessive amounts of alcohol, but I don't like to do that. Don't get me wrong. I do like to do that, but I can't do that because when I say excessive amounts, I mean that like where I would still be like stupid 2 days later. And I shouldn't be doing that because my body metabolizes alcohol very fast. I'll get a buzz off of one, even if I drink them all the time. I'll get a buzz off the first one, but after my second case, I'm like tanked blackout, and probably getting closer to needing to get my stomach pumped because it might kill me type thing. And I'm still like going, so I don't like to get that stupid just to pass out because ultimately my brain's like, I like this. I feel good. I want to stay up until you're sober. And I'm like, fucking 4 days of sobering up. No, I don't like to get that sloppy. I do, but another thing that comes with it is I can't eat. So if I force myself to eat, a lot of times that'll make me pass out, and I'll just go down. And then the other thing is, well, I need a female for that, and I don't want to go into detail because I think you get it, and I don't want to go into detail at all because that's not good for the channel. I feel like my head is the same color as the wiener. It's Are you guys really just watching because I got a wiener on my head? You're like, I don't care what he says. He's got a wiener on his head. You know, uh, what's weird is it actually tastes like a hot dog. And it's been like in a bag, under my bed, in the shed. It was like on a shelf. I haven't actually used this thing I haven't used this on here for a while. But I felt like I should because I said that I had it. And I have a couple more, and I'm gonna use them. I like wearing the hats, and I might try to wear this hat all day tomorrow. So whatever stream I do tomorrow, because I don't have any edited footage done or any of that stuff. I'm not done with what I'm doing in Avalon. I still have to do the beach. Yeah, I got the drone footage from the beach. Looks awesome. The drone footage from the back bay looks awesome too. Although the back bay was weird because a freaking osprey tried to attack my drone. And I moved it and it got scared and went away, but it was like actually thinking about trying to land on it, which was like not cool. And I almost ran into one of the planes that carry the banner because I wasn't paying attention. I couldn't see because of the sun. I wasn't paying attention. I was like, whoops. But other than that, it wasn't too bad. I'm probably not supposed to fly it there, but it turns out after I got the thing, I'm not supposed to fly it anywhere in New Jersey. And I'm like, whatever. It's small enough where you don't know. So I just do. But that footage came out phenomenal. The footage that I got today looked phenomenal while I was doing it, and I'm really looking forward to putting that all together. But I want to do a live stream of the beach on like a Saturday afternoon where it's beautiful out, so people can really get an idea what's really going on there. That beach actually seemed to be much more active with people doing more things. I like people that do things. I hate being around people who don't want to do anything. And I'm sorry, I have a lot of friends that don't want to leave the house. They're afraid of it. They're afraid of the world. And I'm like, I live in a van. I go for hikes. I do all these things. You don't want to go with me? They don't. And then I end up recording videos because I don't have anybody with me. And it's not necessarily a bad thing because now then I have you with me. But, and I love you. I really do. As my subscribers, my friends, my family, the community that I'm trying to create with this. I really love you. I think it's weird that I've had 2 and sometimes 3 people watching for almost the entire 40 minutes and nobody said anything. Maybe I'm not looking. No, nobody said anything. So I don't know if you're shy or if you're somebody that just, you're watching to see if I say something stupid. I don't know, but you're watching. So if you're watching, you're supporting me. Thank you for your support. I really enjoy that. Seriously. You can hit that like button. It'd be nice. You can sit here and watch it anyway. Um, I forgot what I was saying, but I think it's cool that you guys are watching. I don't really care. I don't care who you are ultimately, but if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. I think it's there. It should be a wiener, which is kind of fitting for this one. Hey, what do you guys liked it? Awesome. One's better than none, I think. Yeah, no, I know. The interaction's cool. And I usually go back and like the videos myself. So a lot of times, if you only see one like on the video, it's usually me. Oh, you took it away. Oh well, is what it is. I like it. I could like it from all 5 of my accounts if I wanted to, but I don't really need to do that because I think it's good entertaining footage. And this is my 3rd video for the day because realistically, I'm going in because but I haven't slept. I feel like I need to talk. If I'm sitting around by myself and I'm just talking to myself anyway, then I'll sit around, talk to the camera, and just sit around and talk to myself. Uh, and you guys can enjoy it. At least when I'm talking to you as though I'm talking to you, and I'm actually talking to you, even though I don't know who you are. It's not the same way that I talk to myself. A lot of times I'm figuring stuff out in my head and whatnot, and it's kind of confusing when I talk to myself. But I'm my own best friend. In a lot of situations, talking to myself is the only way for me to get an intelligent answer. Train's going by. It's the 2nd one since I've been here. Um, but hopefully I'll be able to see my reason why I came here is a really good friend of mine who's actually really good at increasing and decreasing my mood. I have a couple of females that are good for that. I don't know why. Um, I love women. I like, and I don't mean in bad way. I love what they do for me. I like women that like to get attention, and I think they all do. But I like what they give back in return. And I don't mean that they're like giving me gifts and stuff. I mean that I love them because they give me attention in return, and they smile and they laugh and they're happy, and that makes me smile and laugh and be happy. I don't like men in the same way, although I do enjoy men's company. But I noticed YouTube saying that my channel is being watched by 62% female now, which for the past like 3 years, it's been like 98% dudes. So thank you, ladies. Really, really thank you. And I've been getting a lot more views more recently, which I think is also awesome. I, like I said, my goal is by the end of the year, 1,000 subscribers. I ultimately would like to be able to make about $400 a month on YouTube. If I could make $400 a month on YouTube, I would be able to live the same way. Well, not the same way I'm living now, but I would be able to live decent on $100 a week. Decent. I wouldn't be able to put a whole lot back into YouTube and do all that stuff, but I'd be able to have gas money. I could travel around and whatnot. If I could get up to $800 a month, I'd be in good shape. $200 a week is more than enough for me to be able to like go out and party sometimes, eat every day, keep my gas tank full, maintain my vehicle. It's a lot of things, and I don't think that's much to ask for. And I think I'm fairly entertaining. I try to be. I think I'm kind of good at it. I don't know that, but you're still watching. If you're like gonna click the like and say no, never mind, and click the like and say no, never mind, I don't really care. You can click dislike. It doesn't make a difference to me. They take it away anyway when I'm done doing the video. Um, and then they reprocess it. So then you gotta watch the whole thing again if you actually, in case you missed something, and you might have. I don't know. Um, but I'm not really saying anything now. I'm just talking because I don't have anything else better to do. I should be going to sleep, and I am fairly tired. But I could be up all night. It's weird when I get like this. It's like a switch. Sometimes I can't even play with the switch. It's just stuck on, and sometimes I, you know, get the switch to go down, and it's good. Sometimes it just springs right back on. That's what I used to do when like people wanted to like video chat with me. Be like, I don't know what to do. I'm sitting here. I better do something entertaining. And it was like, you know, oh, something coming out of my teeth. Probably pizza. Yeah. Oops. That was kind of nasty. But I used to like stick out my tongue and do stuff like that. I used to like pick my nose. Sometimes I find something in there. I think my nose is all picked out because I like to flick it at people who drive convertibles. Only if they look at me funny anyway. I get it. My vehicle is an eyesore. It looks weird. It looks funky. You don't get it. But if you're gonna give me a look when you pull up to me, oh, my battery died. I think with that said, I'm gonna finish the story. If you give me a dirty look when you pull up next to me, and you're like driving a convertible, or you got the window down, especially like the old people like to do that. They're like, "Ew, he's young." It's not my fault. I will stick my finger up my nose and flick it at you because I don't care. And then you'll have a reason to have a dirty look because you're gonna have a booger on your cheek. Uh, the lighting here is kind of shitty, and I know you can't really see me that well now. And if you can't see the wiener, it's no fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I wanna thank that out when I figure it out, and if it doesn't happen early, it'll happen. Is what I'm telling you. So thanks for watching. Click those suggested videos. You're gonna pop up when I end this. They're gonna send you to all different places, and YouTube knows what you like. I just wish that I did. Thanks for watching. See you, my friends, later.